It's a hard being a chosen one. I'm sitting here going out of my head, knowing I'm supposed to be doing something, making a move. And I'm just lying in this world of stupidity. Or we think we don't have the right to question things. Canceled. Censored. It's hard actually knowing that there's a God. It is absolutely hard. It's so hard. You guys don't understand. I mean, I think if you got an understanding that this isn't me, this isn't me, this isn't me. And it's not, there's an operating system inside. And if you connect with God, He'll show you the way. You might look crazy along the way because, well, someone took everybody's brains away. It's time for us to go get our brains back. Find out what the truth is. I'm not telling anybody what the truth is. But I definitely think that we could find it if we just all came together. Like I'm sitting here going out of my head going, do I make another Justin Trudeau video over on TikTok? Like I'm disappointed. They took away the crazy, you can't kill yourself if you're crazy in March. I was looking forward to using that. Maybe I can be a government sponsor. Maybe I can stand up for the rights of the crazy people. It's our avatars, our choice. And I feel like it would be a sacrifice because I want someone to show me where I'm crazy first. Like I think it's Justin Trudeau being penetrated by Klaus Schwab. And I said this before. Like to me, when you're chosen, you kind of can put the pieces together. Like you kind of see how it's going, how it's happening. It's hard. Like to think that your prime minister was a teacher, got his hand caught in the cookie jar. Some savior came, helped him out, gave him a promotion, told him to get the role of a lifetime and all the money to go with it. And the cookie jar is available whenever you want it. So even as time goes on and he realizes how evil he has to be, he maybe doesn't want to do it anymore. He's going to keep doing it because, well, they know about a lot of cookies. And, well, I wonder if they have video on Klaus penetrating Justin. I don't know. Do you think that's out there? I mean, Klaus is the one that said he did it. This is so hard. Oh, man. I hate doing this. Like, I'm going to get everything you guys want. And I don't like the idea of it. I really don't. I don't. This for me is not about attention seeking. This is more about the children that, well, future looks bleak. We could change it. Is it a new beginning like Upchurch thinks? Is it an ending? Is it both? What happens to the rotten souls? Is it just a reincarnation system? Those souls go away back into the system, and those of us who comprehend God, when those souls go back through, they'll have better programming than the programming that they're getting now. Like, I don't know how people don't get it. Hey, censoring, there's no reason for it at all. Like, take the Tucker Putin thing. Like, listen, if my enemy, I don't have any enemies, but I love anybody who considers me their enemy, wants to sit there and talk and give their side of things, if I know I'm sitting in the truth, I'm not really worried about what they're saying. You know what I mean? And well, for some reason, our governments are worried about what people are saying instead of coming out and giving the facts, saying, well, this ain't real. But hey, there are actually people who admire Hillary Clinton, think she's a pillar of what a woman should be. I mean, her husband, just look at her husband. Well, you know, he was getting BJs on the side. He had some other interactions with women too. I think he had a few scuffles in there. So, and I mean, he's on the list for Epstein. Like, I'm not saying he did anything, but there's a lot of Bill Clinton, Bill Clinton, Bill Clinton. Like, is that a woman people should be admiring? Is she the pillar of womanhood? Hey, Bill, you can go do whatever you want. Whatever you want, Bill. And, well, I'll use that Clinton name and I'll keep gaining power. Even though I don't really have any, because I'm such a loser. I'm willing to share my husband with everybody else and not do anything about it. But then again, we all hear about the sex parties that they have going on, eh? You ever think the Clintons are part of that? I wonder if you have to get a special invitation to get a piece of Bill. I'm not saying they're part of it, but the rumors, you know. Could you imagine there is a God being those politicians who weren't for other people? I mean, if something big was to happen, those people would probably shit their pants, turn themselves over, try for repentance. But that would just depend on what big of a thing happened, right? Can you imagine finding out there's God and everything you did here that you affected other people with? Like, oh my goodness. That would turn some brains melted. Really. I mean, I guess you guys don't understand what I'm saying, because I actually feel like there is an all-powerful, like, and all these people like to say that we're God, and I don't know. I feel a higher presence. Like that's just me. But I do believe I'm a God, because I'm a son of God. And like I said, you can't see the real me. I'm inside of here, connecting my heart with my brain. You guys probably don't understand what I'm talking about. That's when the operating system really gets going good. That's when you know you're on the brink of insanity. But yeah, let's see, I get off topic and off track. I am disappointed that they took the craziness off the MAID program. I was actually getting ready to call my psychiatrist saying, hey, get the MAID paperwork filled out. Show me where I'm not crazy. You guys well, you held me against my will 5 times. In fact, I was so crazy, you wanted to take all of my power, everything away from me. Wasn't even going to be able to think for myself. All my decisions would have been made for me. Can you imagine that? All because you just wanted to help people. It's an amazing world that we live in. It's an amazing one. But like I said, they got the evidence that I'm crazy. So they can prove it to me. They can show me, well, maybe this is what I mean. I would hope that my life would mean something to Justin Trudeau, and he could show me where he's not the man that I think he is. I hate thinking that he's driving me crazy. I hate thinking that Klaus Schwab is penetrating him. I hate thinking the things that I think about Chrystia Freeland. I hate thinking the things about his whole cabinet doing things about trying to hurt us. But here's the deal. I think I got the information. That's why I'd like to meet with Justin. He can show me where Rebel News, the articles that they're doing are misinformation, and that, well, maybe if he can do that, then maybe we can get people to not watch Rebel News anymore. Or Russell Brand, show that they're liars, and instead of just trying to censor them. And well, Russell had all those stories about these women that he... Meanwhile, he'd already came out and said, hey, I had a pretty huge sexual appetite, but one thing I didn't do was force myself on anybody. But I'm quite sure I was rude and was ignorant. And, well, to those people, I apologize. I've since grown up from those times, and I'm trying to move forward with my life. But, yeah, Justin could show me where these people, the information that they're giving is wrong. Instead of telling me that it's misinformation and trying to limit the amount of information that I can get. Me being a truth seeker and a seeker of knowledge and wisdom, I think I'm entitled to any information I can to draw my own conclusions. But yeah, I'm hoping Justin would have the heart to... maybe I can get myself fixed. Because that's the thing. Like, I think the whole system that he's creating is driving the world mad. I mean, my workplace. In what world should there not be an investigation if somebody says, hey, I fucking wanted to kill myself. Can you take a look into it? No. No, you're not entitled to that. And then on top of it, you know that some of your friends lied on you just to save their jobs. Like, I know they like me and stuff, like, but not enough to stand up and say, hey, we need to have an investigation, and like... But then when you do get it forced, the guy the investigation's on gets a list of the people that are on it. Takes them out for lunch before their investigations, and I'm supposed to think this is normal. Like, Justin would have to explain this to me. I'm thinking if I told him the whole Marwood story, I could back it up. Like, I could tell him all the stories about going into the... well, I guess you'd call it the psych ward, right? I mean, having people who have assaulted you can dictate your mental health and where you're at, even though they're not even supposed to be around or near you. It's a weird situation. And maybe he can show me, like, he can get into the police documents and he can show me where I wasn't mistreated. I hate thinking I was mistreated by the Boys in Blue, because I like a lot of them, but I don't think they got their shit together. At least that's what I think the evidence would say, but hey, I don't know. But they lied to me all the time. Hey, Carl, we're taking you to the hospital to talk to the doctor. I was like, he doesn't talk. He just throws me in there. No, he says he's going to talk to you this time. I'm like, yeah, whatever, get there. Yeah, no. They would have a really good video on me showing me that I'm a little bit crazy at the hospital. Like, the time that they brought me in, based on the information they got from someone who had assaulted me and wasn't supposed to even be near me, I thought for sure this isn't happening again, especially since I'd already shown him a video where that person had lied on him, and I just didn't think it was possible. But before I went, when the police took, I knew for some reason somebody was. I took like this. It's like an edible from hell, and I took it, and well, when I couldn't comprehend the fact that, well, somebody who had assaulted me is now capable of making my mental decisions for me and getting me locked up. This isn't right. Like, and I'm saying to the doctor, will you please listen to me? Like, I even got on my hands and knees and said, will you please listen to me for once? I'm really tired of getting locked up. Like, how can this happen? No, not talking. So I got stupid and I lashed out. But I quickly changed it. And if you look at the hospital footage, because I know that I'm chosen and that everything's going to be used, and at one time everything's going to be seen. I made sure I looked at that camera and I winked at it and I told it, hey, I know what's going on here. This is for future content. Because you know what they did? Because it was like just a quick thing, right? And I was like, I'm sorry, I couldn't believe what was going on. I thought someone would talk to me, and nobody will talk to me. And I started losing my mind a bit because I keep wondering why I keep ending up in the hospital, and it's nobody will tell me why, other than violence and suicide. So it's a little confusing to me that, well, I think I'm chosen and I'm here to help save the world, and I only want what's best for humans, so why do you fucking keep locking me up? Does that sound like a violent, suicidal person? Hey, I think I'm working for God. Hey, I might not be. It might be all mental. Can someone talk to me about it? Anybody want to talk to me about it? No, don't want to talk to me about it? Okay, cool. But you want to judge me and tell me that I'm wrong. Like, it makes no sense to me. No sense at all. I'm probably going to end this, and then I'm going to start another one up in a few minutes. I'm going to have a smoke. I'm going to call this one Ready to Play the Game. I'm going to do a review of Upchurch's video. Still, I'm waiting for that guy to show me he's not chosen. Like, what was he doing in my comments? In that stupid little ring-a-ding-a song he wrote. Did that mean what I thought it meant? I don't know. I haven't got that far into the movie yet. Maybe I'm crazy and Justin Trudeau can put me out of my fucking misery because I hate thinking I live in a world that has no brains. I like to live in a world where people have their brains and they can come up with their own opinions and based on facts, and they're not scared to go and ask questions or look at things that should be important in their life. Hey, if Klaus Schwab is coming, should I do something to protect my children? Like, all I gotta do is say no. Hey, have I actually listened to Carl and is his idea completely stupid? No one wants to let me know when my ideas are stupid. I think we could change the world with them, but hey, maybe we actually communicated. Because, like, here's the deal. I don't think all chosen ones they're fucking different. That's the thing. We don't have all the same ideas. We don't all think the same. But it's meant to be like that. How can you learn it? This is the thing. We don't have ignorance, though. It's how we come together. And we work together, and somehow we figure out the truth. You know what I mean? I just posted to my Twitter about Bob Lazar says that he found a religious book. Just go to my Twitter and watch it. Something to do with us being canisters or whatever. And go check it out if you want. Probably don't want to. Nobody wants to check anything out anymore. Then again, there's too much information. Liars aren't punished. They can just keep on lying. So that's what they think anyways. That's what I think. Because I think old Johnny Dagburn, like if Ryan was chosen, I don't know if he, I know. So, well, Johnny's in my story, so I think he fucking looks bad in this movie. I think he looks like a fucking real idiot. And it's his own recordings. You know what I mean? He's recorded it. Hey, look at me, I'm a loser. Like, hey, me and Melinda are winning. We are pillars of the community, and between the two of us, we have 4 children that we don't pay attention to. 4. We're the victims. We're the victims, and we're still winning. Does that even make sense? 4 children between them. Now, I'm not saying that Melinda is not telling the truth or whatever. Maybe she would. Maybe if Dagburn helped her out a bit, they could get out of Section 8 housing and they could create a place for these children to spend time with them. Get to know them, if that's, I mean, but they got to realize the children are really the victims. They aren't. I mean, maybe they were victims as children, but I mean, once you grow up, you got to put the nonsense to the side and, but who knows? Maybe this will be the best thing for Johnny. He'll be able to see his own stupidity and he can wake himself up. Unfortunately, I think it's going to hurt his brain for a while. I think he's really going to pay for the shit that he's done. Like, think about it. If Upchurch is chosen, that means, well, he's connected with God. And, well, God would frown upon somebody trying to destroy one of his children's names. That's like Marty. I feel bad for him. Like old Gerber Nerber's there. I fucking feel bad for him. Like he's a bigger Eddie than Dagburn. I know Dagburn's made up that he's had conversations with Upchurch and he's had some other, or he was sex trafficked at Upchurch and did things with Upchurch. I guess he's no better than Marty. I mean, but Marty's gonna feel bad about, telling the whole internet that he was having an affair with my wife or some fucking thing. I don't know what he was trying to say. The blue bra. And he was so convincing he was going to show the proof. That guy can't even let me comment in his comment section. He's so weak, it's pathetic. Then again, I hate to say it, most Christians are. They don't know. They don't know how to be strong in Jesus. Being strong in the truth. Most Christians don't believe in mystic Christians. Never looked into Rosicrucians and all that sort of stuff. And maybe the point of Jesus was to set an example for us to be like. He said he was the truth. So in order to go to God, you gotta be with the truth. And that's the actual truth. That means you don't lie to yourself. Because if you lie to yourself, you're only lying to God. You know what I mean? Like, I hate being hypocritical and stuff because I do think some of the Bible is indeed if it's not real, it's fucking good. Like you read the story, hey, it tells you like, hey, don't worry about any of this stuff at the beginning. It's the guy coming that you want to follow. That's how you get to God. All you gotta do is be truthful. Hey, if you're not doing right, be truthful with yourself. And when you're ready, repent. And then you forget about it. Nobody can hold it against you if that's not you anymore. But it's hard accepting ourselves. Little me can't accept the fact that he should be fucking saving his children. When he wants to come at me because I try and use an example using his daughter. What would you do, little me? Don't you talk about my daughter. Somebody should. Hey, stop it before it happens, little me. You know what I mean? But hey, we just... Anyways, I had to do this video. I had to get fucking some shit out. I have to talk my shit out. Like, and having no one to talk to for fucking years. Not a friend in the world to fucking talk to. Just me and God. And I'm still getting through. But, hey, I'll never kill myself. Ever. But I will sacrifice myself. And well, I'm gonna try with Justin somehow. Some way. Because if I'm crazy and there is no God, and I just want to be one me. I want to say to myself, I tried to show the people that like everything is not as it seems, and they just fail to even look. Father, what else can I do? I can't force somebody to do something. Like I look like an idiot. Like I look like an idiot saying I'm fucking chosen and that. Hey, well, you guys see what the truth is. Someone needs to tell somebody. Anyways, I'll come back later. I'll call it time to play the game, and I'll do because he says a lot of the things that I want to say, so I'll just do a review of that.